Dub Nation, where are you at? Yes, Golden State Warriors fans, where are you at? Welcome to C Train Station. I'm C Train. This is the station. Let's talk a little weekend Golden State Warriors basketball because I have a little bit to talk about. There it is, the Olympics, watching that USA men's team is inspiring. They had a great win today over Serbia. Gosh. But what's on my mind, right? What is on my mind? Let's just get into it. Okay, so there are a couple things that Draymond Green has said that concerns me. And I brought up the Olympics actually for a reason. And here's why. It is a fact that this morning, teammates LeBron James and Anthony Davis, teammates on the Lakers, teamed up on the U.S. men's Olympic team to just run rampant, and they both had a great game. It is also a fact that Western Conference teammates Devin Booker, they're on the Suns, Devin Booker and Kevin Durant, dominated. KD was ridiculous. He was completely on fire. It's like calf injury. What? That man is absolutely insane. Credit where credit is due. Okay. What am I getting at here? So two Western Conference teammates, two pairs of Western Conference teammates, Anthony Davis, Braun, Devin Booker, Kevin Durant, they all played together on this great team. Now, and the Warriors, of course, because we're talking about the Dubs, and Stephen Curry played in that game as well, had that awesome look-away three at the end of the fourth, right? Okay, what am I getting at here? That is all a fact. I just went over giving you like a minute and a half of facts. Okay, this is what concerns me. It is also a fact that Draymond Green came out just the other day and said that he probably only has 2 years left in him. Yes, Draymond Green said he probably only has 2 years left in him. That's like this next year, and then after the next one, he's done, okay? And also, he's like, you know what? If the Warriors trade me, don't trade me to a bad team. If the Warriors trade me, I want to be traded to a good team. Got it. So, with what we're talking about with the Warriors offseason, as Steph Curry and Steve Kerr working hard with the USA Olympic team, as all these other pairs are dominating of superstars, and the Warriors' second in command, Draymond Green, is literally talking about hypothetically if he's traded, that he doesn't want to go to the Pistons, I believe, and also that he's got a couple years left. Okay, got it. If you are what I said is absolutely true. Everything that I just said there is 100% true. I don't want to be in denial, and I don't want Warriors fans and C-Train fans to be in denial. The Dubs are in trouble, man. Their second best player is legitimately talking about when you see the end, not necessarily the best thing, honestly, okay? That's just the truth. And it's okay and great for Draymond to be realistic. But when he's talking about the end and also talking about being traded, it doesn't give me any confidence whatsoever, especially a player who's known to be incredibly selfish. Draymond Green has known to be one of the most selfish Golden State Warriors in team history. From his pool punch, to his unreasonable suspensions, to his ridiculous ejections, the onus is on Draymond Green to control Draymond Green, and Draymond Green hasn't done that. He hasn't done it so much that I believe it was 2016, I believe that he cost the Warriors a championship. He's probably cost them multiple ones. And the Warriors need to have contingency, and they need to look out, because that player is like your second best player right now. You can't have it. You understand what I'm going? The Warriors can't have their second best player going into the next season be Draymond Green, and he definitely is right now. So, Kyle Anderson needs to be put on standby, because right now, Kyle Anderson, slow-mo on the Warriors, is the only player that can even duplicate or replicate any of Draymond Green's function. He might not have the ability, but he at least has function to pass, function to set those screens. Kyle Anderson is a great defender. Draymond's, of course not. He's not Draymond quality defense. Nobody's Draymond quality defense, But I firmly believe, and this is it is as easy. This is beyond the shadow of doubt. I believe that Steph has 5 great years left in him. Absolutely. I believe that Steph can play till he's 41, 42 years old. No problem. At a very high level. I believe, one more time, that if Steph Curry wants to, knock on wood, he can play at a very high level for 5+ years. So the Warriors, I understand that they're in win now, but they need to think about utility contingency. Another way to put that, let's see, is they need to figure out another way to fill Draymond Green's roles, and right now by committee, because he isn't instilling confidence. And here's another thing: he did the thing where he said that he nixed a trade. That's horrific. If the Warriors are listening to him for any trade deals, they should only listen to Steph and Kerr. Honestly, because Draymond Green doesn't have that ability anymore. He gave it away with his pull punch and just so many detrimental things to the team, right? Okay, and that just like the Jacob Evans thing, it's I don't really trust his freaking taste anyways, you know what I mean? His roster decisions. And here's another thing that Draymond said, which is very interesting. We're really just breaking down that Draymond podcast, and he said that he's said something to the gist of that Andrew Wiggins is going to return to his 2022 form next season. Okay, how about this? I think if you hook Andrew Wiggins up to a lie detector test and say, Andrew Wiggins, this is what it's going to take for you to return to that 2022 form, when you didn't have a championship, when you were that hungry, do you want to do that all over again? I think he's going to say, no, I don't want to do that again. I'm good. And so I don't know if Draymond Green did Andrew Wiggins a solid by projecting that he would be 2022 Wiggins. 2022 Wiggins was an anomaly. And we loved that anomaly, that two-way Wiggins, that incredible offensive ability, the ability to defend, the ability to show up every game in and game out. I don't think Wiggins can do that anymore. So it's the Warriors aren't realistic. It's going to hurt them. And Draymond is this red flag into it's not delusion, but it's because Draymond's had so much success in the past. It's there's a depreciation that we are seeing, and it's there might be some denial of that depreciation. Anyways, hey, I'm going to keep on going. Names to keep an eye on. I did a little bit of brainstorming, some researching. Names to keep an eye on that I think the Warriors should definitely keep an eye on in terms of future trades, future acquisitions. Karl Anthony Towns. They always do. Google the Warriors are looking into Karl Anthony Towns, and you'll find a bunch of stuff. So I believe that no, Karl Anthony Towns doesn't fit a lot of the things that the Warriors do, but he's a big man who can shoot. And I will at least take that over, for example, a guy like Kuminga who can't shoot. How about that? So I'd rather take Karl Anthony Towns on the Warriors because he can shoot than Jonathan Kuminga because Kuminga cannot shoot from the outside. So Michael Porter Jr., he is an amazing fit. The Denver Nuggets, he is an amazing fit. Just right at that three, slot him, set it and forget it. You have great, the floor is going to be spread with Michael Porter Jr. and Steph on the court. You fill in some holes. He would be an amazing consolation prize if they couldn't get Lauri Markkanen, which I think this is just all posture right now. I don't think that they're going to get Lauri anyways. Okay, Zion. Listen to this. I believe that Zion Williamson can provide a lot of Draymond Green's function with about 65 to 70% of the defense. However, Zion Williamson would have Rick Celebrini here, the Warriors' X-Factor medical staff ace. And I actually believe that Celebrini could get the best out of Zion. And I think that, yeah, absolutely. I think that Zion can do a lot of the things that Draymond Green can do in terms of passing, in terms of screening, but he can do a lot more rim running. I think he's a little bit of a better shooter from beyond the arc, with last year just being an anomaly for Draymond. Let's move on. Future planning, Anthony Davis. The way that Anthony Davis is talking about Stephen Curry next season, I would love to see, because I don't think, I tried to put Anthony Davis in the trade machine, and I do not think he can be traded this season because he signed that max deal. But in the future, I would love the Warriors too, if they could look into an Anthony Davis for Draymond Green and Kuminga, send Draymond Green to play with LeBron in LA, The Warriors get Anthony Davis, one of the best players in the league, one of the best big men in the league by far. And then the Warriors can send over like Kuminga as a sweetener, right? And multiple draft picks. Anyways, we're just future planning. Anyways, but speaking of AD and LeBron, we're going to go back. The Warriors called in at the trade deadline last season about LeBron James. The Warriors, like ownership, I believe, called the Lakers ownership, which I believe going into what is C-Train talking about right now, bear with me now. I think that Joe Lacob isn't trying to hit singles. I believe he's trying to hit a home run, and I believe that Joe Lacob is trying to hit a grand slam by either waiting for LeBron James or trying to wait for Kevin Durant to possibly force his way back to the Warriors. I believe he's waiting for some sort of grand slam, like a Durant, seriously, like a LeBron. I think that he's waiting for that type of splash. Listen to this. He's waiting for a grand slam, okay, when he's 7 runs behind. The Warriors need more than a grand slam. I'm like not even kidding. The Warriors were a lottery team that lost their leading assister and their second leading scorer in CP3 and also Klay Thompson. Like they need a lot. They were a lottery squad. They didn't make the playoffs. Barely made the play-in. They weren't a good team last season. You know what I mean? You never know. And Steph was fairly healthy last season, you know? It's going to be tough. So instead of trying to hit home runs, Joe Lacob, go get Laurie right now. Instead of trying to hit a home run that is a LeBron or KD, go get that good fit, that great fit, and then fill in the spaces. So watch this. Go get Laurie, and then with like your Andrew Wiggins and anything you have left over, deal it for Kelly Olynyk and Bruce Brown. Then you're really starting to fill in. You get that second score, Laurie, and then you fill in. But the Warriors trying to wait for some move or wait till the deadline. They waited till last deadline. They're continuously failing, and it's getting sad now because they're just waiting to make some sort of move, and by now they could have failed 40 times and still been in this position. That's what's so just nerve-wrackingly, sickeningly scary about the Warriors right now. I believe it's like, okay, if the Warriors had traded for OG Anunoby or Pascal Siakam, the worst case scenario is that they would have been out of a lottery team. Like, what are they doing? You have to improve. And I'll end it with this, because the rants, we got to keep it to under 15 minutes with rants, okay? Breakdowns are, breaking it down with C-Train, they can go longer. It's with video. With video company. Okay. One last thing. The Warriors might have an okay squad this season if 7 to 8 guys could take the floor at one time. But they can't. They have a perfectly deep team. They just have nothing at the top. The Warriors have no star power, no talent at the top. If people are saying, Jonathan Kuminga and stuff like that. Jonathan Kuminga's career high is 31 points. And if you look at the tape, if you even flash a double team at him, don't double team him. If you flash a double team at him, he short circuits. So I don't want to hear anything about it. That's an actual critique that's real. The dude short circuits when you even flash a double team at him, not when you actually double team at him, okay? I don't want to hear it. Kuminga can't rebound. I just don't want to hear it. He shoots 34% from beyond the arc. I don't want to hear it. He's a horrible fit. He's the worst of the worst fits to fit alongside Steph and Coach Kerr. I digress though. Yeah, if basketball was played with 8 to 10 players at once, their whole squad of Melton and slow-mo additions and stuff like that might be cool. This, there's gonna be a bunch of good depth guys that are gonna get rolled by a bunch of upper tier guys, like on the Thunder, on any quality team, like the Mavs, like Denver. You know what I'm saying? Even the Grizzlies. Not good. The Suns, okay? It's just the Warriors desperately need more talent, and they're not understanding that, and their misinterpretation of what talent is with what they have in Jonathan Kuminga is not good. So, again, this is just all bad because the Warriors don't understand that you only play 5 players at a time. So it's like, cool, if you have 7 good players, you're going to lose to those 3 great players most of the time. It's basketball. It's just what happens. That's what happens in basketball. And I don't understand why the Warriors are trying to build an American football squad out of basketball players. It's weird. I don't like it. It's uncomfortable. Hey, Warriors, go trade for somebody who's good. C-Train out.